Hey, what's up guys? This is Brian at Whisper Status 74. Welcome to the community, welcome to the channel. If this is the first time you are seeing me, please consider liking and subscribing. We are real tech for real people. This is the TCL Mini LED R635 at 55 inches. This display, I'm having a great time with it. This display costs about $670 US dollars at 55 inches. And I know you're eager to see it, many of you, compared to the LG CX or the Sony 950H, but I am going to give it its opportunity to shine. It is an excellent display, especially for the money. It runs this demo great. Special thank you to Stacy Spears. This is the Spears and Munsil benchmarking disc. It is filmed in 8K. It has benchmarking tools as well as this great demo. I encourage you to pick it up. You can see it down below in the description. Please consider supporting their work. Really quickly, this is just the normal preset out of the box. This is in Dolby Vision. We do have it in bright, as the constant comments about black crush. I'm going to give it the opportunity not let the camera crush it more, but I'm not having huge black crush problems. Local contrast is on bright, backlight, these are all standard HDR. Normally I like to push the color intensity up a little bit more. This is just vibrancy, but we will leave it kind of at its default for the purposes of this video. In normal game, or normal settings I should say, action clarity, LED motion clarity, those are all on. They have been disabled for the purpose of this video. Let's run the demo, see how it looks. Now, this display is getting absolutely killed all over YouTube and in the comments of many of these videos, and I haven't really encountered that much dislike for a display. And there are a lot of bad panels out there. The panel lottery is very real. I'm not seeing any of that here on this panel. You will see some banding across the screen. That is just the camera picking up the frame rate. But I have enjoyed the display a great deal. I think it looks phenomenal, especially for the price. It is very clear. If I have any knocks on the display, it is the remote is awful. Even the mobile app companion, as nice as it is to have that, I'd much rather have that on the display where it belongs. And its settings are a little bit generic. But as far as how this display looks, you'll see this go head-to-head with the Sony 950H and the LG CX C10, and this display hangs in there very well. In the comments, I keep hearing black crush, but guys, many of you are echoing things you hear through other comments. This is a brand new display. It's not really even available to see at stores, so I'm not sure where you're getting that from other than other comments. I would suggest trying to find one for yourself, or perhaps just be a little more open-minded to what many of us are saying about what we actually see. I know the camera can't pick it all up, but it does. The crush you're seeing, I can see the detail here. Now, this is on Dolby Vision bright, but I'm not messing with the aperture of the camera at all. What I have noticed too is that putting the bright room performance on doesn't elevate the black levels, which is great, which you're going to see here with the black levels. It doesn't exhibit the blooming once content is enabled. So here in scenes like that, I see more. But these are scenes where the C10 was getting killed for having loss of detail. We're also going to do the star field test for this demo as well, and another video where it'll go against the C10. But that is, black level is phenomenal. And even the corners being a little bit brighter, you're not even seeing. I mean, that is very impressive. That little bit of glowing is actually the back of my camera. So as far as blooming in this scene and with this disc, it does perform better than the Sony did. And it looks very similar to OLED here, but we'll see them side by side. And I understand the thought process of discounting these displays as garbage and they're this. I don't have that thought process, guys. I'm open to whatever brands there are. To me, the competition will always be better for each of us. But try and get into a store safely and see for yourself if you can see one. But keep in mind, again, the value of this panel. The C10, which at 55 inches, was double the price. And you'll have to always say, is it double the price in terms of its picture quality? There's no editing in these videos, so you should be seeing them in HDR, which is why you're not seeing, labeling. You'll see the camera will there you go, the camera will catch up. When it transitions, watches the camera, there you go. It's more the camera trying to refocus. It's the only problem with transitioning in these demos. But the reason you're not seeing any editing is to bring this in HDR. That's why you won't see me labeling displays or pointing anything out other than my narration. I will say though, if you do put these into the dark mode, you will see some crush. It will darken the image. So it's more into, for me, leaving it normal definitely looks the best. And that banding you see again is the frame rate. I can get rid of it with the aperture, but I don't want to change the aperture and alter the image. All motion settings are disabled. There isn't any judder there. But again, for the money, for the value, displays at this price point are typically edge-lit, or they're 60 Hertz. It is not HDMI 2.1. I am enjoying variable refresh rate in gaming. I've been playing Modern Warfare with it. It is good for gaming. Is it an OLED killer? It is not. It can't expect to be at this price point. But it looks very good. I will say it has a bit of a softer image. It's not quite as sharp as the Sony. That could be due to processing. But look at that black level for a $600 panel. Very, very impressive. You can't have, also in the comments, you can't have excessive blooming and black crush in the same sentence. But I'm very impressed with it. Now, if you're seeing excessive blooming outside of the loading screens and menus, chances are you have a bad panel. And when you're reviewing these displays, you have to give that the benefit of the doubt that you might have a defective panel. But if I was having crazy flash lighting in the corners, it would be visible right now. You would see it everywhere, not just in the menu. Now, as the demo re-loops in closing, I want to just thank all of you for your comments and for watching the channel. These videos last about 10 to 11 minutes when HDR is enabled, but please keep an open mind, and we are a positive community. Please keep the toxicity to a minimum, and I really, really appreciate your input. And I just got back to all the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I'm still here, by the way. It always cuts me off when I'm trying to make a point, so we're going to just hang back. But again, thank you for all the love and all the comments. We just run a positive channel. I just want everybody to get along and have an open mind. All right, guys. Thank you as always. Take care.